warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to another episode. We welcome you to Islamic morals, where we talk about marriages, divorce, personal development, and some other stuff like that. So now, today's video is very important because we're gonna be discussing about a very important aspect of afterlife marriage. That is a very important personality that a person must put, that a person must have after marriage. Let us put it that way. So now we're talking about how to survive after divorce. That is, how can a Muslim wife survive after divorce? You'll be thinking that divorce, yes, it is possible that when you're after marriage, maybe you and your husband, you are not in good term, or you have issue with your husband and his family, so divorce may be the next option for the two of you. But now, some people would think that when we talk about divorce, that is just the end of life. No. So it is actually the beginning of success for some people. It depends on how you feel it. So it depends on how you feel divorce. If you are type that have the mindset that your life is doomed after divorce, and so be it. But if you have the mindset that no, this divorce is not going to define my life, even though I'm not in this marriage anymore, I'm still going to live my life. So now, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to give you some skills that you can have, or some attitude you can put into place after divorce. I'm not praying that those of you that are still in marriage undergo divorce. No, but this video is particularly for people that have underwent divorce. So some people may be after the divorce, they might feel that is the end of their life. They might feel that they cannot even survive without the marriage. So this is the main reason for this video: how to survive or how to heal from divorce. So we'll be talking about a very important skill, or let me just say a very important aspect. So, and if you have this thing, if you have this skill, or if you have this behavior, in fact, don't let us talk about divorce only. Even in all areas of your life, it's going to be very helpful. And that first skill I'll be discussing, or first therapy, is just your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now, you'll be wondering, why is Allah related to healing after divorce? Yes, it's very important. Let me just say 100% importance for your recovery, 100% importance for your afterlife divorce. So it is a very powerful tool for you to heal, for you to recover from divorce. And let's break it down. So maybe during your marriage, you are not the type that usually talk to Allah, type that do usually have time for Allah during your marriage. So now is the very important and most important time of your life that you need Allah in your life. So you need to strengthen your relationship with Allah by observing your 5 daily prayers, by reciting Quran, by going for halaqah. Let's just say, if you are the type that you like to go for this Islamic lecture, yes, this is the best and the right time for you, because you know that after you have underwent divorce, solitude, or let me just say isolation, is not good for your recovery. Why? Because you will keep remembering everything that has happened in your marriage. So if you are always in isolation after divorce, it is not good for you, because it's going to affect your emotional well-being. You keep remembering everything that has occurred in the marriage. So, but now, if you want to heal, if you want to recover from divorce, the first important thing is to strengthen your connection with Allah. Now, at this phase of your life, you need to take Allah as your best ally. So Allah should be your best ally. Allah should be your companion. Allah should be your comforter. Allah should be everything for you. In fact, before you even think of any other person in your life. Before you think of your friends, before you think of any other comforter you have, Allah is the first comforter for you. And you must make sure you strengthen your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In fact, sometimes you will feel like you will remember everything that happened in that marriage. Yes, it is normal, and it is normal that you remember everything and you shed tears. That is normal emotion. But if you want to make it more interesting, or if you want to make it more consoling, so you just need to remember Allah at that time. Just put your mind, just put everything, that's okay, I put everything and I leave everything in Allah's hand. So immediately you put on that attitude that whatever it is I'm going through, whatever the trauma I will be going through after divorce, I believe that Allah is there for me. So that is the first important thing that you must have at the back of your mind, that whatever it is you are going through, Allah is there for you. But also you must make sure that you are also obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You must make sure that you are the type that you have not strengthened your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during your marriage. So this is the right time for you to do that, because during this your phase, the first phase, that is this phase of your life, which is the divorce, it is the best time for you to include Allah into your life. And if you do that, you are going to see a very rapid changes, and you are going to see a mysterious healing. You undergo mysterious healing, as well as it will serve as the most therapy you ever need in your life. But most people, when they undergo divorce, the next thing they will do is to rely on their friends, is to rely on their parents, is to rely on their family. And those people, they can testify that it does not really help them. It will not help them. It will just worsen their situation. So Allah is just the best healer for you. Allah is the best companion for you at this phase of your divorce life. So the first important skill or therapy you need to recover from divorce is to strengthen your connection with Allah by observing your daily salah regularly. You talk to Allah during your sujood, pour everything out to Allah. Allah is there for you to listen, to understand everything, the one that you have said and the other that you have not said. Allah is there to understand everything. And if you have 100% tawakkul in Allah, you will experience mysterious recovery. If you have that 100% tawakkul, that is reliance in Allah, you have a very, very fast and very mysterious recovery after divorce. So the second attitude, or the second skill that you need to survive after divorce, is your mindset. So the first one is your connection with Allah, and the second one is your mindset. So what do I mean by mindset? It goes like this: the way you think is the way your life is. So if you are the type that you are very negative before, even if you are in your marriage, if you have a very negative thought and you are a person of negativity, you will always attract negative things into your life. But now, the reason why you need this positive mindset after divorce is even more and more and more important, because you are still undergoing healing and recovery. So this is the best time for you to have this positive mindset. Now, what do I mean by positive mindset? So it's just firstly to reshape your thoughts. That is, there is no how you will not think about it. The life you underwent in your divorce, everything that has happened in your marriage, rather, you will always remember everything that has happened between you and your husband. But that positive mindset is going to make you you make those thoughts as if they are not relevant. I'm not saying you should suppress them, because even psychologically, suppressed emotion, it is even more dangerous. So when the time comes, it is okay to cry, it's okay to think about it, but don't let it define your life. So you just think about it for like maybe 5 seconds and forget about the rest. You put on this positive mindset, that is, Whenever the thought is coming to you, and you are be like, why me? Upon all the sacrifice I've made in this marriage, why did this marriage didn't later work out? So you need to reshape that your thoughts. You have to put on positive mindset. That is, you attract positivity. So whenever you are feeling like, why? So just change your mindset as, no, this marriage, in fact, the end of this marriage may be a blessing in disguise. Yes, it might be the blessing that you need. Maybe even there are some things that you are supposed to have achieved when you were in that marriage. Maybe it's even the marriage that is stopping you from achieving those things. It may be that Allah is telling you that, okay, I wanted to achieve this thing, but it's not in this marriage. So if you have this positive mindset and positive routine, you will make sure that all your thoughts are being shaped and they are being positive. So you just have the positive mindset that, no, even though I'm not in this marriage anymore, I will still survive because I have Allah. So just be saying those affirmations to yourself. Even though I'm not in this marriage anymore, this marriage does not define me and it will not define my future. Even though I'm not in this marriage anymore, I'm still going to be successful. Even though I'm not in this marriage anymore, I will still achieve all my goals. So you keep telling yourself all this positive self-talk. And before you know it, if you have this this positive mindset, that is, you are a person of positivity, coupled with your connection with Allah, you will experience a very rapid recovery and healing from divorce. The third is important aspect of healing from divorce is forgiveness. So forgiveness is very important. What do I mean by forgiveness? Yes, forgiveness, forgiving yourself, because sometimes we usually project blame onto ourselves, that why did I feel stupid to go into this marriage in the first place? So you need to take it easy on yourself. Take it easy on yourself and don't blame yourself. Treat yourself nicely. Just accept that, okay, that is how Allah wants it to be. Because actually, if Allah does not want you to go into that marriage in the first place, it's not going to happen. But now it has happened. Stop blaming yourself, forgive yourself, and forgive your husband. I'm not saying you should forgive him that you go and be begging or please saying, please accept him back. No. But when you forgive him, you are doing that to yourself. You are doing good to yourself more than bad. Because you forgive him in your mind, you just free your mind. Because there are some people, it's very common. After divorce, that is when they will go to social media to be posting my life, just to oppress one another. So you don't need that. It means you are still sovereign. If you are the type that you are seeking validation from social media, it means the divorce is still disturbing you. You have not recovered. But if you also recovered fully, you need to forgive yourself and forgive your husband. Just move on. Just take it as if that is how Allah wanted it to be. That is how Allah wanted it to be, and you stop thinking about your husband as, what will he be doing? Is he with another woman? So that is none of your business. Since you have undergone divorce, you have underwent the divorce, so just forgive yourself, forgive your husband, and move on. You don't need validation from social media. You don't need to post picture. You don't need him to see that this is how you are living now. You don't need that. In fact, your success will speak louder than all those things that you want to do. So you don't need to brag. You don't need to rant on social media. You don't even need. So even if you are forgiving yourself and him, you will see that your mind and your heart is at rest. Because when you forgive somebody, you are the type that you are always forgiving. You will not have problem, because you will just live your normal life and your mind will be at peace. So you just need to forgive yourself, forgive your husband, and maybe even if you are the type that have family, you have issue with your husband family. Maybe because in some divorce, the husband is not even the problem. It should be the family it may be the family that triggered the divorce. So you forgive them. That is their own problem. After you are forgiving them, they will be the ones to deal with other mess, not you. Because you have already freed your mind. That's no. If Allah wants me to be in this marriage, I will be in this marriage. But now that I'm not in this marriage, it does not define my worth and it does not define me. So let me just pull your heart together and focus on Allah. Focus on your life. Build your life. Start building your life. All those things that you wanted to do when you were in the marriage that you are not able to do them, this is the perfect time. The perfect time when you are divorced is the perfect time for you to achieve those things. So you don't need all this validation. You don't need him to regret losing you. No. Just live your life. In fact, if you live your life, you will be the one to be regretting. You may not know it, but you regretting that, had I known, I should have kept this woman. So that your ex-husband will even realize your words, because he will see as if you don't even have his time again. You don't even post anything, nobody even know that you underwent with divorce, and you see him, you see two normal thing. He will be feeling guilty in himself. In fact, he might be regretting it and you don't know. So forgive yourself, forgive others, so that you have peace of mind. So the fourth and the last thing I'll be discussing in this video about recovering or healing from divorce is that you need to mind the people. Let me just say, be mindful of the company you keep. You need to be mindful of the company you keep. Although it is not an easy phase of life after divorce. Divorce is not an easy thing, but if Allah make it easy for you, in fact, you will be the happiest and successful woman ever. You will not even remember that you were once in the marriage. So be careful of the company you keep. There are some company that you keep even after divorce that will keep you to be in that pattern. That is, they are not doing any good for you, because when you be in those circles, they will keep reminding you of your last marriage. They will keep reminding you of your ex-husband. They will keep reminding you of all those negative things you should have put behind you. So I'm not saying you should not reach out to people, and I'm not saying you should not keep company. That's why I said in the beginning that you should be mindful of the company you keep. Be mindful of the company you keep. Make sure you are always in the circle of positive people. People that will elevate you. People that will not remind you of your past. Make sure you are always in the midst of people that are always wanting good for you. People that they are ready to help you. You keep. You need to be mindful of the company you keep. So let's recap. What are the things or the attitude you need to have if you want to recover quickly from divorce, or you want to heal from divorce? The first one is to strengthen your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second skill, or the second character you need to portray, is positive mindset, that is positivity. Then the third one we talked about is forgiveness. Forgiveness to yourself and to your ex-husband. And the last thing we discussed is be mindful of the company you keep. Always be in the company of righteous, good and positive. Drop your comments in the comment section and tell me if you have underwent divorce. Let's see how you have been coping. I want to hear from you how you have been coping from divorce, or what is the important aspect that you portray when you underwent divorce that made your life change for better. So, and I'll take my time to read all the comments. I will see you in my next video. Stay strong, stay positive, and always be mindful of the company you keep. Till next